Hi Libra, here's a general look at your solar chart for August 2011. Now you're into a pretty progressive phase when friendships, new connections, old connections, group gatherings are likely to be highlighted, and you may be giving more thought to goals that you wish to achieve for a very long time, particularly from the 4th. The governing factor this month really isn't so much what you know, but who you know and how well you can get on together, how well you can do business together, cooperate together for a common aim. Overall, you're into a sociable and generally very friendly vibration where business-type collaborations, social get-togethers, but also get-togethers in sort of a business-type sense, are going to be emphasized, and especially after the 3rd, a time when the collective energy, the one-mindedness is going to be emphasized. Now, Mars is in a very public sector of your chart from the 4th. It has you putting physical effort into image, presentation, reputation, showing a certain standard, maybe sometimes having to deal with bureaucracy or those you hope to favourably impress in some way, sort of like authority figures. You need to be decisive, energetic, not over the top, but you need to make the pace here. Knock on the door, pick up the phone, or go on to Skype. Mars will help you climb the ladder of success and make progress with the master plan, but also with lesser goals and ambitions too. Some of you may have a more robust interaction with a parent or guardian, or anybody in social position of power. The thing is, though, socially, you're likely to have allies, particularly until the 22nd. So there's a lot of energy working in a behind-the-scenes way as well, and you may feel as though you are kind of in preparation mode for something. Maybe you're beavering away at a project, maybe you're completing something, putting the finishing touches on something, or maybe you're feeling a bit frustrated and held back. Maybe there's a lot going on within you, and your emotions are a bit nearer the surface. But remember, a watched kettle never boils. The thing about this is it's because Mercury is going retrograde in this very background, rather emotional area of your chart, and that's until the 26th. So until the 26th, it's best to trust that little sort of breadcrumb trail. You might not see the whole picture, you might not see how it's all panning out, but just kind of put one foot in front of the other and have faith that there's support coming from unseen realms, because there always is. So all you have to do is hold the vision. Maybe you can't see the end product, but you got to hold the vision, the dream of how you'd like it to be, and follow that. Follow an intuitive hunch when it comes to you. It's about timing. It's about, jumping at the right moment, or maybe not jumping at all during that phase there. Maybe just keep doing it. And an opportunity could materialize from someone or in a way you didn't quite expect. You've got to be flexible. You've got to roll with that. But actually from the 26th, your mind is likely to be clearer. You see the way ahead. You can be more confident in your communications with others. Now, the slower moving planets, I talk about them every month. They don't move a lot from month to month, but I'll go over those again now, and some new things might be coming in here. First of all, Jupiter. Now, you've got a very bountiful ally in Jupiter over the next 12 months, or nearly 12 months now. Jupiter is going to be underpinning influences which could give you a financial boost, Libra. Or provide other helpful resources, or somebody else's know-how or contribution or recommendation or bits of kit. It could translate as property, funding, equipment, anything which is bought, sold, lent, leased. You could do well with a contract deal of some kind. but there's a kind of reciprocal, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours element to this. You know, you and somebody else shaking hands on something, you and somebody else saying, okay, I'll do this bit, you do that bit, or you realise you've got to rely on them for some resource or another, but they actually in their turn are relying on you. Maybe it's just because you like each other and you like each other's company. It can be as simple as that, but also it can be somebody else picking up the tab or coming in with a resource that is the thing that you're missing. You've got the other bits, but you need that, and they come in with that. So if you're looking to improve things, and who isn't in that kind of financial, materialistic area over the coming months, you know, you're likely to be able to do so. And the only thing is, with Jupiter, this planet of expansion and abundance, is that you need to keep a balance with it. You know, if too much is coming at you too fast, maybe you just need to try and order it a little bit, you see. Now, Saturn is in your sign, and it's going to be in your sign until autumn 2012. So overall in life, you're feeling a bit more serious about the future. You know, you're taking your responsibilities more seriously. You're taking your responsibilities to yourself more seriously. That's what I should have said. You're feeling your way forwards, and there's a cautious feeling with Saturn. You want to take whatever steps are necessary to lay foundations. This is foundation laying time. This is putting the footings into the ground. You know, this is really, you know, leveling the ground, tilling the ground at the moment. But again, the vision of how, you know, you want that built. Later. This is foundation building time now. So, to a degree, tying up loose ends from the past, but also clarifying with yourself, you know, which way you're going, what you want, what would be best for you, where you're coming from your emotional roots, what you really do want to be doing in your future, and then this is about, you know, the foundations, the absolute, the launch pad, setting that thing up. Nothing will happen fast with Saturn, though. It never does. And you have both Saturn and Pluto hitting your sign at the moment. So this is going to make you have to dig deep sometimes into your emotional self. And the upshot will be that you slowly, even though sometimes you don't even know you're doing it, but you're being led, you're being kind of gently got the hand of the universal destiny at your back to kind of trying to guide you and navigate you. They won't push, it can't push. You have freedom of choice. So it's up to you how you respond to these very powerful energies. But really you should be going for, you know, getting clear with yourself what makes you feel most secure, or what would in your future, and not fearfully secure, but happily secure in your future. And then just, you know, step by step, inch by inch, going for that. And you just got to stick at it and navigate a few obstacles, jump through a few hoops, come up against a few brick walls along the way. But this is really going to bring out your toughness, Libra, and you are tough, you know. And even some of this could be health related. It often is with Saturn coming into your sign. So those might be some of the hoops, you know, having to sort that out, having to deal with that, having to find solutions to all of that. And over this long period, through your choices, you're going to be taking these basic steps to build your life more in a way for the future, which allows you to grow and flourish and be in an environment and with the kind of people, you know, that really do underpin this deeper sense of you, and will help you with your well-being, your relationships, your job, location, whatever it is. Saturn rules time, and so you just have to take time with this. And keep the faith, hold the vision, wish to manifest, and even though it might feel a little bit challenging at times, or a little bit difficult, or slow, you will get there. Now, Uranus will be transiting your opposite sign for many years, and during that time, through partnerships and other close relationships, your life will change suddenly sometimes. Uranus tends to bring in absolute reversals, and it can be very unpredictable, and it's about change. And so that's the area, and that really does touch your Achilles heel, because actually it's the house that relates to your sign. So through the behavior, what others are getting up to, blowing hot and cold, now you see them, now you don't, the disruptive influence of those that you're in one-to-one relationships with, you can feel ambushed, you can feel surprised, but you will be changing. You will be changing yourself, because really you've only got yourself to look to. All of us do. So if there's been over-reliance or codependency or a sort of, a leaning on somebody, which is maybe counterproductive and not altogether healthy, then this Uranian energy is going to help you to pull back, get less emotional, and look at it for what it is. You may, you can send you reading sometimes, but you just will come around. It's like a real strong wind that hits you broadside, but you come around, you point your bow into the wind again, and off you'll sail. And you've got to be ultra flexible, but this is, as I say, facilitating your evolution, and it's part of a very significant growth process for you, Libra. Even though, it can be pretty difficult at times. And also, on another level, this Uranian energy is likely to bring talented people, unusual people, unconventional people, even more astrologers, or people who are connected with astronomy or UFOs, or just nonconformist type people into your life. It can also work like that. And also you can be having more interaction with special group, a club, an elite, a society, or indeed you may be having more an effect on the collective awareness in some way. Depends on what you do for a living, but that also is a kind of a spin-off energy of this Uranian thing. And working in a one-to-one way and being with others in a one-to-one way, which has a real kind of unusual, unconventional for you element to it. Yes, and you Librans born in the first 6 degrees, or the first 6 days, or the first 6 degrees of Libra rising, and feel this vibration mostly this month. Neptune's reversed into the end of Aquarius and going to stay there till next February. That means that could renew for you late Librans uncertainty in a love relationship, or with a child or children or around children, or maybe it's to do with a creative project or some kind of speculative enterprise. So that can kind of re-emerge for you late Librans. And those of you born in the last couple of days or the last couple of degrees of Libra rising will feel that influence mostly this month. Pluto's influence at the root of your chart will, over a number of years, bring major destructuring and restructuring to the foundations of your life. So that's at home, with family, the dynamics in family relationships, community relationships, during phases of the solar transit, but also changing your overall life direction as well. You beginning to be seen in a different kind of a way in the larger community also, and playing a different role, being known for a different thing maybe. It could be like that. But on another level, this is about an emotional rebirth for you, because this Pluto stuff makes you reach deep into yourself and into your history, your tradition, what you're made of, really, and where you come from, and all of the ancestors that stand behind you. So this is very radical stuff when it is connecting with your sun. And there's going to be a rebirth here. This is the absolute automatic conclusion of this transit. And you Librans born from the 26th to the 2nd of September, or with 2 to 7 degrees of Libra rising, going to feel this vibration most strongly this month. And from the 23rd, you're going to be enjoying more space and time to yourself. And that's it for August. If you know your rising sign, listen to that too. It'll add to or subtract from what I've said here. And I'll see you the next time.